Okay, and let's begin with a meeting business. Before beginning, we ask students to acknowledge that the lands that the University of California locations were built upon were expropriated and founded upon exclusions and erasures of Indigenous peoples' human rights throughout California. UCSB is built on Chumash land, namely that of the non-federally recognized Barbarino tribes. Our association should aim beyond mere acknowledgement and toward concrete efforts, alongside those who continue to fight for the right to be respected as the original stewards of this land. Okay, we'll go to roll call. Senator Abdali, say present. You can unmute and just say present. Senator Abdali. Believe she's here. Is that correct? Someone want to confirm?
Here.
We'll jump move on. Senator Abdali, you're good? Okay. Senator Aki,
Present.
present. Okay. Senator Bondi. Senator Chunawala. Senator Cortez. Senator DiCarlo.
Present. Also, Senator Bondi is in the Zoom. I saw their microphone go away, but it didn't seem like they were able to talk. Oh, they just said present in the chat.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. If you can't speak, just type in the chat. That would be great. Senator G. Simonian.
Present.
Senator Gonzalez.
Present.
Senator Guerrero.
Present.
Senator Kong.
Present.
Senator Coteru. Okay. Senator Lynn.
Present.
Okay. Senator Lynn. Senator Lopez.
Present.
Senator Nader Shahi.
Present.
Senator Nambar.
Here.
Senator Nguyen. Senator Ramirez. Senator Chi.
Present.
Senator Turner. And Senator Wong.
Present.
Awesome. Okay, for excused absences, I'm going to drop a link into the agenda. So, according to Legal Code Policy 10, senators must inform the IVP, me, of like any excusals with a written notice. And so, if you open that document, and then I just have to read it out loud, and then final approval by sender. So you could just do like bundle to approve all excused absences and tardies, something like that, like a motion like that, or individual if you don't want to approve all of them. But we have 2 excused absences for today that let me know ahead of time. So an excused absence for Senator Adi Nguyen due to a family event, and then an excused absence for Senator Faison Chunawala due to the time difference being abroad. And I believe I didn't hear from anyone else. So yeah, those are the 2 absences we have. I welcome.
I'm also here too.
Oh.
Senator Horvitz is present, so I
Yes.
want to make sure.
No, thank you. I will make sure to add that. Yeah, I believe you're marked as present. Senator Kong.
Motion to excuse Senator Nguyen for the duration of the meeting due to family affairs.
I think you can just okay, yeah. There has been a There's been a motion to excuse Senator Nguyen due to family events. Is there a second?
Second.
The motion has been moved and seconded. We are now in discussion. Senator Lopez.
Call the question.
The question has been called. Is there a second to the call to question? Could someone second the call to question?
Second.
Thank you. Call to question has been moved and seconded. Okay. We are now on a vote. For this one, we'll do if there's no objection. Motion. If there's no objection, Senator Nguyen will be excused. Seeing none, motion passes. Okay. Welcome. Any other motions? Senator Shi?
I motion to excuse Senator Turner for technology issue for late about, I don't know, 15 minutes. Yeah.
There's been a motion to excuse Senator Turner for 15 minutes due to technology issues. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. Seconded by Senator Bondi. The motion has been moved and seconded to excuse Senator Turner for 15 minutes due to technology issues. We are now in discussion. And just make sure to have your hand raised before you say anything. Seeing that there's... Oh, Senator Kong.
Call the question.
Call the question. Question's been called. Is there a second? So second to the call to question.
Second.
Second, the question has been moved and seconded. We are now at a vote. If there is no objection, seeing none, motion passes. Okay, awesome. Anyone else would like to make a motion? I believe is Senator Chinawala on the Zoom? He's not. If someone could excuse his absence, please, that'd be appreciated. Senator Carlo?
A motion to excuse Senator Chinawala due to the time difference being abroad.
There's been a motion to excuse Senator Chinawala due to the time difference being abroad. Is there a second? Senator Wong?
Second.
The motion has been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Senator Kong?
Call the question.
Question's been called. Is there a second to the call of question? Senator Shi?
Second.
Question has been moved and seconded. We will now go into a vote. If there is no objection, are there any objections? Okay, if there's no objections, motion passes. Okay, awesome. Is there anything else for absences? Yeah, Senator Lopez?
Motion to excuse Senator Lin for 10 minutes due to technology issues.
There's been a motion to excuse Senator Lin for 10 minutes due to technology issues. Is there a second? Senator Bondi?
Second.
Okay, motion's been moved and seconded. We are now in discussion. Senator DiCarlo? Senator DiCarlo?
Who was the second on the motion to excuse Senator Chinawala? Sorry, I was writing it and saying it, and I didn't get who seconded it.
No worries, I got it. I put it on. Okay. Thank you. Senator, we're in discussion. Senator Kong?
Call the question.
Okay, question's been called. Is there a second to the call question? Senator Nashahi?
A second.
Second, question's been moved and seconded. We'll now go into a vote. If there's any objection. Okay, motion passes. Okay, awesome. So Senator Lin will be excused. Is there any more motions for this section? Okay, awesome. Per policy 10 for future excusals, they'll have to go through me. So if someone's letting you know, just let me know somehow. Yeah, but that was good. Thanks, guys. Okay, next we're gonna move to A3, acceptance of proxies. Anything here? Okay, awesome. Let's move into section B, public forum. Anyone here for public forum? Okay, seeing none, I think. Okay. We will move into C, external reports, Chancellor's representative, UCPD representative, GSA representative, University Center Governance Board representative, IVCSD representative. None. We'll move into D, ASUCSB reports. We have D1, administrative committees reports, board and commissions reports, unit reports, president's cabinet reports, executive director's report. Sean, I think you're here. Is he here?
I am.
Hello, Sean. Would you
Hello.
like to give a report?
I would. Thank you.
Okay, lovely. Would 5 minutes be enough?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, awesome. Feel free.
All right. Thank you. Happy summer, everybody. Hope you're all having a good time, enjoying the World Cup, and staying cool wherever you are. So I'll go pretty quickly through mine. Let's do some space updates really quickly first. Main office has been painted, so it's pretty fresh and new. The Naughty conference room has also been painted. Still smells like paint, so we're still airing that out. Admin and main office are getting new furniture. This has been a thing that's been in process since last year, and that's going to be at the start of August. So August, I think the end of July, start of August, new stuff's going in. Let's see. Staff-wise, the student government advisor begins work. Candace Joyner joins on Monday. So it's her first day. So we're very excited. If you want to stop by, if you're around, Isla Vista, which is pretty quiet during the summer. Her office will be the first one on the left as you enter main. So it kind of swapped where finance committee was. And yeah, so swing by. The 5 other positions very quickly. The advisor for equity. So this is the advisor for BWHC, code, other groups. That job description is going to the vice chancellor's office for approval. There's 4 steps for new jobs, and 2 of these jobs are new. And so VCSA has to approve a new position. HR compensation has to look at it and go, okay, where's this classification? Put it in the system. The vice chancellor's office has to again approve it. This is step 3 to open the recruitment. And then campus HR has to grant us an exception to searching for a position because the rest of campus is in a freeze, right? So we're one of the few departments that is doing this, which is great. So the assistant director for technology, we're still revising that job description because it was kind of built for me. So we're trying to change that around to be something. So I'm not doing that job as well. The assistant director for business and services, that was Phil, was in that job. We're revising that job description now. That's getting close. There's 2 financial ones that are being searched for. One is the same job description as when Sebastian, if anyone remembers, when he was in that position. That's just, these jobs are just skipping the first 2 steps. So that one should be approved pretty quickly. And then the financial manager accountant position, that one's brand new, so it has to go through all 4 steps. So it's just at the beginning of those steps. But we still hope to be able to do all of this before fall hits. And if you would like to be on any of these searches, contact Lily on Slack or via email or stop by. And there'll be I think a Google form that she's going to set up for that if you would like to be on these any of these 5 search committees, because we want senators to be on there as well. And you get extra honoraria for doing so. And it's just a great experience. Like I'm always encourage people to do that. And then finally, just a little reminder is some things about signatures. There's now in the legal code is for new groups. If you want to establish a new BCU, it's 1,000 signatures is one of the requirements. So if you know somebody, and I've already had one person approach me about this, it'll be an easy system we set up if they want to establish a new BCU, but that's just one requirement of many, right? It's 1,000 signatures. This is just like a new thing that was established last year as part of the Constitution. So, and then also if you would want something to get on the ballot for a fee, I calculated it would be 1,559 signatures. So that's because turnout was so low. That's kind of why that number is not that high. Like I think it was more than double that for the Save Student Services, all those things. So that's the number that it's at. I just wanted to throw out a random statistic because it's fun. So that's my report.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much, Sean. Does anyone have any questions for Sean? Yeah, Holly?
I don't have any questions. I was gonna give a couple updates, but if anyone has any questions, I'll wait.
Yes. I'll have you go right after. Senator Horvitz?
Yes. How do we get involved with the job search? Should we just email you?
Yeah, if you want to get email Lily. So at first, so Lily will eventually send out a Google form, but for now, just email lilyh@as.ucsb.edu or contact her on Slack and start the process because there's five job descriptions and see when it can line up with your schedule and everything and which one you're interested in helping with.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Any other questions for our executive director? Can be something in the report, can be other things as well. Okay, seeing none, we'll have Holly go. Holly, feel free, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you. I just have a couple quick updates. As Sean mentioned, I'm really excited for Candace to join us on Monday. Just for you all to know, I've scheduled her in to meet quite a few of our staff and to spend some time with me onboarding her. So I'd actually like to schedule meetings with student leadership her second week. So I'll be prioritizing the execs and the chairs of the standing committees, but she'll also be attending and listening in on future Senate trainings and the Senate meetings over the summer. So you'll have a chance to meet her in that setting and hear from her. But I'll be scheduling meetings with everyone that she's going to be advising directly next week. So the week of the 27th is when I will. So I'll be reaching out to you all via email to schedule that. And then I just wanted to remind you all that we're doing Zoom sessions for AS Fundamentals over the summer. We have another one scheduled in 2 weeks from now. So next week, of course, we have our Senate training that's going to be on legal code during this usual time. But I'd love to see some more senators show up to some of those. I've appreciated the attendance of the senators that have joined, and I really hope that it's useful for you all. Heard a lot of feedback from students that there just wasn't enough training and onboarding to their positions, and with there not really being a formal process for staff to train a lot of students, we're just trying something new. So would love to have senators attend. If you know anyone that's in BCUs, we continue to plug it. I would love to hear your feedback on the different types of training topics that we offer, the structure. I'm really interested in hearing some feedback about how that is working well for you all. So in 2 weeks from now, we're doing something on travel. So if you're interested in learning about the travel policies, the travel process, how to book it, all of that, that will be in 2 weeks. And then all of the material will be posted on the AS website. So you'll be able to view that if it just doesn't happen to work with your schedule. I get it's very difficult for us to plan something that winds up working for everyone. I'm also working with Vicky and EJ and Leanne on planning AS1, and there's a couple other staff that have joined us as well. So we have a bit of a planning committee. So we'll have some updates for you all in terms of the agenda over the next couple of weeks, but we hope that you all can make it. I will be there in person for AS1, so I'd love to meet you all. Vicky and I have talked a little bit about doing some breakout sessions specifically for senators. So if you have any thoughts on different training topics or team building activities that we could do during AS1, I would really love to hear your feedback. That is going to be taking place September 21st. So hopefully that's on your calendar and you're able to make it, even if you're just able to pop in for the day. But I would love to meet you all and would love to hear your feedback on the sessions that we're working on. And then, of course, I'm available by Slack or email to schedule time with over the summer if you'd like to meet with me. But I'll be reaching out to some of you to schedule some meet and greets with Candace, and she can start working on helping you with your committee meeting and minutes and all that stuff. So I'll be reaching out to a few of you, but I can take questions. But that was all the updates I had.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much, Holly. Does anyone have any questions for Holly? Okay. Don't think I see any. Okay, we will move on to our next section, which is our next point, executive officer's report. I think it's just me and I love to talk. So let's see, what updates do I have for you guys? We have our next Senate training next Wednesday. Hopefully see you all there. Yeah, it's going to be on legal code. Appointments, if you saw on the agenda, we're doing appointments today. I've put everyone in their committees. I tried doing it by first choice, but I also wanted to try to make the committees even. A lot of you guys wanted advocacy, but I couldn't put 10 people on advocacy. So if you had to do your second or third choice, I apologize for that. But looking forward to having senders and committees. So that's awesome. If you go onto the Slack, I made like a little resources thing on the very top right. So I'll be adding more to that. But there's the AS resources shared drive. It's not updated yet, but I'll be adding stuff to that. We also have a little Senate buddy system that I briefly mentioned during training. So like your go-to point of contact about like absences, especially, and then like Senator Natashahi or Senator DeCarlo can then let me know, or like tardies, or if you like have any questions about like your email or just like any questions in general, you could have a point of contact, but you can also contact like any three of us whenever you need. Other things, I think that might be it. Let me think. Oh, trainings. Sorry I haven't gone word out about that quite yet, but I will talk to our two pro temps today about what the makeup trainings will look like, since I know not all of you can make it to the one we had last week, and I'll get information out about that as soon as possible to the AS emails. I'm only including your non-AS emails if you filled on the form that you haven't been able to access your AS email yet. And I'll probably also drop a message in Slack about makeup training. So yeah, keep an eye out on your AS emails for that. Yeah, I think that's it on my end. Does anyone have any questions for me? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on. Okay, next administrative reports, senators reports. No senator reports. Okay, next we'll move on to new business. We have a resolution condemning sexual assault. Would the author like to speak? Senator Kong?
Hi, senators. So there's a resolution I made. So it's about an email recently from UCPD. And make sure everybody's aware of where the sexual assault has occurred on campus. And the purpose of this resolution is for us to, like, as association, I think, who represent our student body, to speak up and stand for our marginalized individuals. And I think against like sexual assault and the violence, I think it is obligated for us to advocate for a safe and accountable and respectful community. I think it is important that for us to represent and then to voice those thoughts to protect our fellow cultures as well. So yeah, that's it from me.
Okay, thank you, Senator Kong. And I don't believe our second is here. So yeah, the floor is open for any motions or anything like that. We typically, for legislation, we refer it to committees. I think resolutions you could pass on the same day. We don't have anything written in our standing special rules or anything yet like that yet. So floor's open. Senator Giusimoni?
I would suggest that we follow the procedure used by last year's Senate, which would be to refer it to committee, discharge it, and then vote on it today, given it's a positional resolution, and I don't think anybody is planning on voting no. I think
Yeah.
that's the easiest way, unless there's any objections. I think that's the most straightforward way of getting this done.
Yeah, Senator DeCarlo?
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. Senator Kong brought this to me yesterday. Unfortunately, failed to see the invitation of this document until today. But I think it's super imperative and important that we get something like this passed to like make our stance clear, and that, like, you know, I like the writing in it. I think it's good if we're able to pass the resolution today and not have to send it to a committee.
Okay, awesome. Just for context, what Senator Giusimonian was saying was what we did in the 76th Senate, if like things that we wanted to get passed the same day, like refer it to a committee and then move seconded, all that, and then we would say move to discharge this legislation from that committee. That was written in our like the standing rules. We currently don't have any standing or standing rules or like special rules or anything like that. So we could, if we could just do a motion to adopt the resolution today as well. But up to you guys. Floor is yours.
Don't know how to raise my hand, but
There's a little react button. It's like a little heart.
oh, there it is. Okay.
Senator Giusimoni.
I move to adopt the resolution.
Okay, there's been a motion to adopt the resolution. Is there a second? Senator Kong.
Second.
The motion's been moved and seconded. We are now in discussion. Senator Lopez.
Call the question.
Okay, the question has been called. Is there a second? Senator Bondi.
Second.
Okay. If I think technically the call of questions 2/3 vote, so just say all in favor, say aye. Y'all can just unmute and say aye. All those in
Aye.
favor of ending discussion?
Aye.
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 I
Okay, that was fun. All those opposed, say nay. Okay, awesome. Motion passes. That ends the discussion. Okay, and then all those in favor. Oh, I think since it's a resolution, we'll do a Senate voting tracker vote for this one since we're adopting the resolution. So if everyone can open the Senate voting tracker. Yeah, we'll do this Senate voting tracker vote. I've also dropped it in the chat if you need it, and then it's also in the top of the agenda. Oh, it's private.
think
I
yeah,
love
it's
this.
access.
Okay, sorry. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, you should have access to it now. And I will put the motion language into the top as well. Senator Nadashahi and Senator DeCarlo, if you can help me mark people as present as well, that'd be great. Senator Lynn, I believe. And Senator Turner. Okay, last chance for Senator Lynn, Senator Turner. Mark you as an abstention. Okay, I will mark them as abstentions.
Senator Turner said that she can't edit the voting track.
Okay, if you'd just like to message one of us on how you'd vote. Or just message the chat. Okay, Senator Turner. Would you like to quickly vote before I announce it? Okay, awesome. Okay, vote reads 1601, motion passed. Okay, awesome. Okay, so yeah, we have officially adopted a resolution condemning sexual assault. Okay, anything else in new business? Okay, we will move on to consent calendar. This is where, if we had a new legislation referred out of committee. We do not have any active committees yet. Okay, G, action items. Context to this one, I was messaged by one of our advisors, Sarah, as Maria Aguilar's requesting a flex card approval. Flux card approval? Flux? Flex? Someone want to correct me? It's either an E or a U. I'll fix that in later. But what it just does, it's like a credit card that they'll be able to use to do purchases for AS related expenses. It wasn't on the agenda earlier, so if someone would like to add it and then take action on this afterwards, that'd be great. Senator DiCarlo?
Motion to add Marla Aguilar flex card approval to the agenda.
Okay, there's been a motion to add, I believe it's supposed to be Maria Aguilar. But that was
I know I just changed it because Holly put
Oh,
in the
awesome.
comment or in the chat, staff person who needs is Marla.
Oh,
Sorry.
lovely. No. Thank you. Okay, motion to add Marla Aguilar flex card approval to the agenda. Is there a second? Senator Nanashahi?
I second.
Okay, motion's been moved and seconded. We are now in discussion. Seeing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 I
Yeah, I don't know if this is the most effective way, but it's kind of fun, so we'll keep it. All those opposed say nay. Okay, awesome. Motion passed. So we now have it on our. Oh, so sorry, Senator Carlo. Okay, we now officially have it to the agenda. Further context for this is usually flex cards approval go through the finance committee, but our finance committee isn't currently active, so we will be approving them through Senate. Yeah, so motion language could be something along the lines of like move to approve flex card for Marla Aguilar for AS related expenses, something along those lines. And or the floor is also open if we would like to just talk about this more. So floor is open. Anyone want to be a brave soul and raise their hand and give it a go? No brave souls. Would it help if I typed up some suggested motion language? Okay. Oh, hello, Holly. Yes, Holly. Feel free to speak.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does anyone have any questions? Like, would it help if we explained like what a flex card is, what the purchases would be for? Is this familiar to everyone? I guess yes or no. So
Senator Kong?
I was gonna ask, could you explain more into depth about what a flex card approval is about? That'll be good. Thanks.
yeah, absolutely. So I'm not sure how it historically arrived at the finance committee for approval. So I can't give much insight there. But essentially flex card is it's kind of like a university credit card, not quite, but it's a card that's issued by the university at large. And it's governed by university policy, right? So there are certain parameters and guidelines as to what purchases can be made. And then essentially as a department, we write requisitions and issue payment to the university for our outstanding flex card purchases, depending on the user. It's similar to a credit card and then it has a limit, and we have an internal tracking system where if I had a flex card, I'd make a purchase and then track it, and the micro requisition would reflect that. What Marla typically does is she makes purchases for the garden. So she's the garden coordinator. And so we can't order plant starters or seeds or compost or something on Gateway. So you all learn more about the fun that is the university procurement and purchasing and contract system. That will be one of our training topics. But as you can imagine, as students of the university, there's a process and policy for everything. So this just makes her job easier. So she doesn't have to go out of pocket and get reimbursed for those costs. But typically it is something that the finance committee approves because the Senate is involved in the financial oversight of the department. But Sean, I don't know if there was any other context you want to add specifically about Finance Committee's involvement in the approval, but that's sort of the overview of how they're handled and what kind of purchases she'll be making.
Thanks for the context, Holly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Floor is still open. So if any senators would like to do anything, floor is yours.
I move to approve a flex card for what's the
Marla.
Marla
Aguilar.
Aguilar. Yeah.
Okay, there's been a motion to approve a flex card for Marla Aguilar. Is there a second? Senator Bonnie?
Second.
Motion's been moved and seconded. We are now in discussion. Okay, seeing none, we'll move to a, oh, there's hands. Senator Shi?
Oh, question.
Okay, the question's been called. Is there a second? Senator Lopez?
Second.
The question has been called and seconded. If there's any objections, we will close the discussion. Okay, discussion is closed. Now we will do a vote on the motion. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Okay. Okay, motion passed. Awesome. Okay. Anything else under action items? Okay, we will move on to, we will not be doing recess today, so sorry guys. We'll move on to committee reports. None of our committees are currently active, I believe, but Standing Committee on Finance, Standing Committee on Outreach, Standing Committee on Liaison, Standing Committee on Advocacy, Projects and Temporary Committees. I'll be messaging chairs this week or next week about just like meeting with you all, and then talking about the about summer meetings and all of that. So look forward to that. Okay, next we have minutes and allocations. Senator Lopez. I think you're muted.
I wasn't sure if I should. We're not like officially active, but we do have a few things to report, just like on the status of how the outreach hiring process is going.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
we will move back. We'll go back to I2, Standing Committee on Outreach. Yes, feel free.
Yeah, thank you,
Floor is
Chair.
yours.
So, yeah, we just completed, well, we were almost completed with our first round of the hiring process. We've, Kiara interviewed three, Senator Cortez, interviewed like three or four candidates, and I just interviewed one candidate today. And we still have a few more scheduled for the end of this week. And then after that, we should have almost everyone we need for our members at large. And the secretary that I interviewed today, she seems quite likely. We'll see. But yeah, we will set our first date for the first outreach meeting at the end of either the end of this month or beginning of August. So that's just sort of where we are and starting to plan some projects, but don't have any more details until we officially have that meeting in 2 to 3 weeks. That's all I have.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Senator Lopez. Don't forget if we typically do questions for standing committees, but any questions for Senator Lopez? Okay, awesome. We will continue to move on. Okay, we'll move on to J minutes and allocations. Floor is open. For minutes and allocations, it could be something along the lines of like move to bundle and approve all minutes allocations unless there are specific ones you don't want to approve. Then you could be like, move to bundle and approve all except blah, blah, blah. Senator Nadashai?
I move to bundle and approve all minutes and allocations.
Okay, there's been a motion to bundle and approve all minutes and allocations. Is there a second? Senator Kong?
Second.
Second, motion's been moved and seconded. We are now in discussion. Seeing none, we'll go to a vote. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Okay. Motion passed. Awesome. Okay, we'll move to K, appointments and resignations. I had a request for from President Rad for an appointment. If anyone would like to make that motion.
I move to add the appointment of Summer Tucker as Chief Financial Officer to the agenda.
There's been a motion to add the appointment of Summer Tucker as Chief Financial Officer to the agenda. Is there a second? Senator DiCarlo?
Second.
The motion's been moved and seconded. We are now in discussion. Senator Bondi?
Call the question.
Question has been called. Is there a second? Second to the call to question. Senator Shi?
Second.
The question has been moved and seconded. If there's no objection, if there's any objections, okay, we will close discussion. Now we'll move on to a vote on the motion. All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you. All those opposed say nay. Okay, awesome. Motion passed. Okay, sorry, give me a sec while I add our motion on. I believe this one is President's Cabinet. Holly, I don't know if you know if you'd have this information on the top of your head, but is President's Cabinet correct for Chief Financial Officer?
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, the floor is open. Senator Kong?
I move to bundle and approve all appointments and resignations.
There's been a motion to bundle and approve all appointments and resignations. Is there a second?
A point of information.
Yes, Senator
Does the vice chairship require a 2/3 vote or a recorded vote of some sort?
I'm not sure on the top of my head, but if you would like to do the vice chair vote separately, we can definitely do that.
Yeah, I would suggest we do it separately just for just to make sure we're doing everything correct.
Okay. Yeah, we're still in the so it's been motioned. If you'd like to go Senator Giusimoni's route and just vote on the vice chair separately, just don't second this motion. If you wanna just bundle and approve all of it, second this motion, and then there's still avenues to vote or not vote. Okay. Yeah, there's been a motion to bundle and approve all appointments and resignations. Senator Kong?
I rescind my motion.
Okay, motion's been, I believe the term is withdrawn, but both work. Motion's been rescinded. Okay, floor is still open.
Motion to approve Aaron Ramirez as vice chair of the Senate Finance Committee.
There's been a motion to approve Aaron Ramirez as vice chair of the Senate Finance Committee. Is second, Senator Kong?
Second.
Okay, motion's been moved and seconded. We are now in discussion. Senator Bondi?
Call the question.
Question has been called. Is there a second? Senator Lopez?
Second.
Okay, question has been moved and seconded. We are not, discussion is now closed. We'll move into a vote. First context for votes, we'll likely do a voice vote for some. There's that needs like actual numbers, we'll do a voting tracker vote. And then for ones that probably don't need a vote, we'll do the like no objection, that one. For this, oh, and if you guys would like to request a certain vote, you could also raise your hand and let me know. We'll just do a voice vote for this one. Oh, Senator DiCarlo.
I was gonna motion to request a voice vote.
Oh, lovely. We're on the same page. Okay. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Okay, motion passed. Wait, the voice votes are really entertaining to me, guys. This is really fun. Okay, floor is still open. If anyone would like to make any more motions, Senator Kong.
I move to approve all appointments and resignations.
There's been a motion to approve all appointments and resignations. Is there a second? Senator Lopez?
Second.
Motion's been moved and seconded. Okay, we are now in discussion. Seeing none, we will go into a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Okay, motion passed. All our appointments and resignations are approved. You all are now officially in committees. I think for future motions, if we're doing a like bundling and approving all appointments, bundle. I would maybe say if we did a vote before, like bundle and approve all remaining appointments resignations, but it's not that big of a deal. Okay, we'll go into section L, discussion items. Anyone would like to discuss anything? Senator Nadashahi?
I missed who the first and the second for the last motion were.
No discussion. I believe
Sorry.
it's
Who's
Kong
the
and
first?
Lopez.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, yeah, we're in L discussion item. Guys, record meeting. Less than an hour. No one wants to talk. Okay, awesome. We'll move on to M, remarks. No remarks. Okay, we'll move on to N, acceptance of the agenda. Floor is open. Senator DiCarlo?
Is it just motion to accept the agenda?
Move to accept the agenda as amended.
Oh, motion, or yeah, move to accept the agenda as amended. Sorry.
You're good. There's been a motion to accept the agenda as amended. Is there a second? Senator Bondi?
Second.
Motion's been moved and seconded. We are now in discussion. Senator Kong?
All those question.
Question has been called. Is there a second? Senator Lopez?
Second.
The question has been moved and seconded. We are no longer in discussion. Now we will do a voice vote on the motion. All those in favor say aye.
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 Awesome. All those opposed say nay. Okay. Motion passed. The agenda has been accepted as amended. Wow. Record meeting, guys. We are now in adjournment. Yeah, floor is open.
I move to adjourn the meeting at 7:25 p.m.
There's been a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:25 p.m. Did you say move out? I think you said move to.
Yeah, it
Sure.
doesn't. Same idea either way.
No, but I want to make sure it's accurate, you know? Okay, there's been a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:25 p.m. Is there a second? Senator DiCarlo?
Second, as long as we can get the second person that motion to approve and to bundle and approve, sorry, all appointments and resignations. Sorry, we got Kong, but we couldn't get the second one. Cole and I are trying to figure it out.
I think it's Joe Simonian. Is it Joe Simonian?
No, it was not.
It's okay. We can look back on the meeting minutes.
Okay.
So do you still second?
Yeah, a second.
Okay, awesome. Simonian. Okay, awesome. Motion's been moved and seconded. We are now in discussion. Seeing no discussion, we will go to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay. Motion passes. Okay. That's the end of our meeting, guys. So short, so quick. Yes. If you have any questions, feel free to stay after. If no questions, I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Eat a yummy dinner for me. And I'll see you